Inside this fortress, base metals are transformed into the currency that powers the economy. Security is tighter than a prison. Armed guards and steel doors protect the wealth inside. It begins with raw materials. Huge coils of copper and nickel arrive in unmarked armored trucks.
To make coins, we need a specific alloy. The recipe is a closely guarded government secret.
The metals are dumped into a colossal electric furnace, heated to over 1200 degrees Celsius.
Inside the inferno, the solid metal melts into a shimmering, liquid lava.
The molten alloy is poured into a continuous casting machine to form a solid strip.
As it cools, it solidifies into a thick, glowing red band of solid metal.
This heavy bar is the foundation of millions of future coins. But it is too thick. Powerful scalping blades shave off the rough, oxidized surface.
The thick strip enters the rolling mill. Massive steel drums compress it with immense force.
Pass after pass, the metal gets thinner and longer, reaching the exact thickness required.
Lasers measure the thickness. If it is off by a hair, vending machines will reject the coin. The finished strip is wound into a massive, shiny coil, ready for the cutting stage. The coil feeds into the blanking press. This machine punches out the coin shapes. The leftover metal strip looks like Swiss cheese. It is immediately chopped up for recycling. Nothing is wasted. The scrap travels back to the furnace to be melted down again. The blanks are rough and sharp. They need to be softened before they can be struck. The blanks enter an annealing furnace. Extreme heat relaxes the metal to make it soft for stamping.
Inside, temperatures reach 700 degrees. This prevents the metal from cracking under the striking die.
They drop directly into a quench tank. The sudden cooling shocks the metal and cleans the surface. Next, a chemical bath. Rotating drums tumble the blanks with steel balls to polish them bright. Hot air dryers blast away the moisture. The blanks emerge spotless, shiny, and ready.
But they are still flat. The upsetting mill squeezes them to create a raised rim around the edge.
This raised rim protects the face design from wear and allows the coins to stack perfectly. Defective shapes must go. A riddle board shakes the blanks through a specialized sizing screen. The perfect blanks are now gathered in heavy bins, waiting for their defining moment.
They travel via conveyor to the coining press. This is where they become real money.
The heart of the process is the master die, a hardened steel stamp engraved with the negative image. Mechanical fingers slide the blank perfectly into the striking chamber, directly between the two dies. This is the violent moment of creation. The press strikes down with 60 tons of pressure. Under this immense force, the solid metal flows like liquid, filling every microscopic detail of the die.
At the same instant, a steel collar squeezes the side to form the serrated edge, or reading.
It happens faster than a blink. A plain washer becomes legal tender in a fraction of a second. These modern presses are relentless, striking over 750 coins every single minute. The finished coin is ejected by a blast of air, flying into the collection chute.
Look closely. Every hair on the portrait, every letter of the date is crisp and sharp.
A waterfall of wealth. thousands of freshly minted coins pour onto the inspection conveyor.
Perfection is mandatory. A random sample from every batch is taken to the quality assurance lab.
Human eyes are the first line of defense. Inspectors check for scratches, spots, or striking errors.
Even a microscopic crack in the die creates a flaw on the coin. These rejects must be destroyed.
Rejected coins are sent to a crushing machine called a waffler. It distorts them beyond recognition.
For mass inspection, high-speed lasers scan thousands of coins per minute on the moving belt.
Computers analyze the reflection pattern. A dull or scratched coin breaks the light beam pattern.
If a defect is found, a blast of compressed air instantly kicks the bad coin into the scrap bin.
Weight is also critical. A precision scale weighs batches to the nearest hundredth of a gram. The drop test checks the metal density. The batch passes all tests. The green light is given to move them to the counting room. Now, the final count. The coins enter high-speed counting machines that process thousands per minute.
The machine sorts them by denomination into massive hoppers, ready for bagging.
Standard canvas bags are clamped under the chute. The machine fills them to an exact dollar amount.
These bags are incredibly heavy. A robotic arm lifts them to prevent injury to workers.
The bags pass through a sewing machine that stitches them shut and applies a security seal. One final check. The sealed bag is weighed. If it is light by a single coin, it stops. Robots stack the heavy bags onto wooden pallets, building a cube of solid cash.
To prevent shifting during transport, the entire pallet is wrapped tightly in clear plastic film.
An East Asian male forklift operator carries the pallets into the vault. This is one of the most secure rooms on Earth.
Millions of dollars sit here in silence, waiting for the armored trucks to arrive.
Heavy armored trucks back into the loading bay. Armed guards watch every movement closely.
The pallets of wealth are loaded. These trucks will distribute the currency to Federal Reserve banks.
From the banks, the coins are sent to local businesses and retailers to enter circulation. The journey of the money begins.
At the bank, loose bags are fed into rolling machines to create the familiar paper rolls.
These rolls are what you see at the register. Fresh, clean, and ready to be spent.
A coin's life is hard. It will travel through thousands of hands and machines over decades. Vending machines use magnetic sensors to identify the metal alloy instantly. They are built to last. A single coin can stay in circulation for over 30 years. From a molten river of metal to a precision instrument of commerce, the process is complete. This is the money factory, where value is created, stamped, and delivered.
Before we proceed inside the mint, a critical warning. Manufacturing currency without a license is a federal crime. This video is for education only.